Hello and welcome to another episode on Football Talk Podcast. My name is Ozzie and I'm your host for today's show. Liverpool managed to get the win against Brentford, which many would have thought could have been a banana skin due to our poor form in the last couple of games. But that wasn't the case, as Liverpool were victorious and won the game 3-0. So today, let's review the match. We'll start up with the lineups in terms of Liverpool. Interesting selection from Klopp. Endo starts a Premier League game, which hasn't happened that often this season, but it's good to see. Gakpo played as a number 8, which was definitely an eyebrow raiser in terms of his selection. And then you had Nunez, Jota, and Salah leading the attack. Brentford, shout out to Liverpool 12th man who I had on my preview show. He got the formation spot on with Brentford. Only thing that was slightly different was that Pinnock started on the left side of the defense, which is what I thought would be the case, as he adds balance to that side. But before we discuss the key moments of the game, this is a call-in show. So if you'd like to come on and have your say, the link is in the description. And I'll try and get the callers on after the player rating. So feel free to wait backstage and I'll get you on in due time. So let's discuss the key moments of the game. The first half, Liverpool had a good amount of possession in the opening 20 minutes. A couple of chances came from Gakpo in the 3rd minute. Good combination play from Szoboszlai and Gakpo there. Gakpo cuts in, finds a half yard and shoots straight at the keeper. I think if it went either way, it could have been a goal. Then on the 15th minute, Salah throws the through ball to Nunez, who drives forward and shoots first time. Didn't get the power he wanted, but Flecken makes the save for a corner. But in the end, nothing came from that corner. 17th minute, Brentford attack from the right channel as Mbeumo runs with the ball, lays it off to Ayer, who then cuts it back to Mbeumo again, but his shot goes high and wide. Around the 21st minute, we thought Liverpool opened the scoreline as Szoboszlai's shot finds Nunez around the 6-yard box and he finishes nicely, posting in. But unfortunately, it was ruled out for offside by literally a toe. It was so close. Very unlucky not to get on the score sheet there. 26th minute, Nunez gets on the score sheet again and scores a spectacular overhead kick, but ruled out for offside. Van Dijk was actually very close to scoring before that as well with a header. So at that stage, you can feel like Liverpool are getting closer to opening that score sheet as chances are being mounted as the time goes on. 30th minute, Tsimikas hits a fantastic cross from a free kick, but none of the Liverpool players could get at the end of it. And then literally a minute later, Mbeumo on the counter-attack, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Great save by Alisson. Good pressure by Trent Alexander-Arnold to make sure Mbeumo doesn't have the time and space to execute the perfect shot. And then literally, as that chance happened, Nunez then finds himself in a goal-scoring position, but he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Finally, Liverpool open the scoreline and break the deadlock around the 30th minute, and rightfully so. Lovely assist by Nunez to Salah, who curls it in the bottom corner. Nunez has a decent crack from distance around the 46th minute, parried away by Flecken. And then 49th minute, Salah has a glorious chance, but he hits it over the bar with his right foot. Great pass by Trent for that move there. And the last minute of the first half, Nunez almost opens the score sheet again. Salah hits a through ball, but I think that pass was slightly overplayed and Collins just about makes the last-ditch tackle to clear the line. So a good first-half performance from Liverpool, and to be fair, deserves to take the lead. Maybe it should have been more than one, as we had a lot of chances. 2 goals were also ruled offside. We had 10 shots, 6 on target in the first half. But for me, a positive performance. Liverpool are going in the right direction at that time, playing with more energy and intensity, which is what we want to see from this team. Second half, it was actually Brentford that started off positively. Around the 50th minute, Jensen has an effort from a free kick, tipped over the bar by Alisson. And then 51st minute, Tsimikas goes an amazing run himself, drives with the ball, hits a long shot just over the bar. But for me, positive play from the left back. And I've criticised him in the last few weeks where I feel like he's been quite negative. In this game, definitely had a different outlook in terms of what he was providing for the team. And then moments later, Gakpo has a long shot himself with power, goes over the bar. So definitely Liverpool need to do some shooting practice. A lot of shots were going over the bar. And then 54th minute, Endo clashes with Norgard in a 50-50 tackle. VAR takes a lot of time to review the incident, suggesting it could be a possible red card. For me, it was not even a yellow card, to be brutally honest. It's a 50-50 challenge. There was no malice in the tackle whatsoever. Both players clearly had eyes on the ball, so it was the right decision to continue the play. And then 61st minute, we got our goal. Tsimikas makes a fantastic sliding cross to Salah, who has it point blank with a header. A bit of uncertainty if the ball passed the line from the cross, but VAR reviewed the incident and it was the right call. The goal was awarded. Great play by Gakpo and Tsimikas on that left-hand side. 65th minute, Brentford, nearly opened the scoreline with Norgard hitting across towards the far post. Wissa comes sliding in, but misses the ball completely. And then 73rd minute, Liverpool get their third goal, and what a finish it was. Jota cuts in from the left and smashes it in the bottom corner. So a good way to round off a good performance for Liverpool. 77th minute, Alisson makes a fantastic save from Pinnock's header that came from a corner. 84th minute, Elliot and Diaz come on for Gakpo and Jota. Diaz gets a huge round of applause after we discovered the great news that his father has been released and he's safe and sound in Colombia. So great news for Luis Diaz and his family, and good to see that his father is doing well right now. 85th minute, Godos has a shot from distance. He hits it over the bar. And then 89th minute, Yomuluk has a similar chance for Brentford. Deja vu, goes over the bar again. And then our substitute, Elliot, hits a long range shot, which Flecken parries away. Good save by the keeper, as Salah was literally not so far away from the 6-yard box, and he could have easily pounced on the ball for that hat-trick. But it wasn't the case for him, unfortunately. The 89th minute, Kwanzaa comes on for Trent, who, for me, had a decent game at right back, covered his ground really well defensively, and was very influential in his passing going forward. So that pretty much wraps up the game. Overall, I think a much better performance from the Reds. But to be honest, home form hasn't really been much of a concern, in my opinion. We need to really improve our away form. The draw against Luton and the defeat against Toulouse are accounts of that. We're heading into the international break now, so some players can get a bit of a rest until our next fixture, which won't be an easy one. It will be Man City, and it's a midday kickoff as well. So that's for the future. That's for upcoming shows. So let's just do the player ratings today, and let's see how they perform. So let me share a graphic with you guys, and we can talk about each player as we go along. So let's start with Alisson. Alisson was definitely more involved in this game than he has been in previous games. Made a lot of saves, made a couple of blocks for Mbuemo as well. Crosses as well. I feel like he was very, very good in the air. For me, very positive performance. Only sort of criticism I can give is that with his kicking, I don't think he was very decisive at some points and played it a bit risky where he was playing short passes here and there. But in terms of his shot stopping ability and what he does as a goalkeeper, I think he was fantastic. So for this game, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. And then Tsimikas, much better performance. This is what I expect to see from Tsimikas, because we've seen it in the past. He is more than capable of producing performance like he did against Brentford. Very, very positive in terms of his outlook of the game, where in previous weeks, I feel like he didn't have the courage to go forward, or if he did, he would quickly just change his mind and then backtrack, either hit a sideways pass or hit it back to the defense or even the goalkeeper at times. So I'll be honest, for the last few weeks, it's been very frustrating. But in this game, he showed a great account of himself. He got 2 assists as well to his name. Very positive, running down that left-hand channel. Very good with the ball. Very efficient with the ball in this game as well. So for me, I'll give him an 8 out of 10 as well. Van Dijk, yeah, he's looking. I don't want to keep saying this, but he's looking like he's coming back to his best, and he's playing with that aura, as everyone likes to alliterate, especially when he first joined Liverpool, in terms of how he is on the pitch. Things just never really went past him. I think this season he's got that stat where no one's dribbled past him, so we're back on that train again. But defensively, he was so solid, very commanding in his aerial presence. On the ball, he was fantastic. Those passes that he does across field to Salah, they just look effortless to him, and makes it look easy. For most defenders, they're not capable of producing those type of passes, but he did it on a consistent basis, and he did it right to his feet as well. So, no, very, very good performance from the captain there. I give him an 8.5. And then Matip, for me, was solid in this game as well. Made some good covering tackles. One highlight was when he got booked as well in Matip fashion, showed his frustration, which, by the way, was a ridiculous decision. He made the block, I think, around the halfway line as well. And it wasn't like a goal-scoring chance. It wasn't even a foul. He got the ball clearly. And I think it was Nogard, the player that he was up against. So, no, the wrong call to give him a yellow card there. But generally, I think he was very good. There was a couple of moments where he got the ball and then ran down, carrying it on the right wing to try and make it unpredictable for the opposition. So for me, he definitely showed a solid performance in this fixture. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Trent, for me, was really good in this game. Defensively, pretty sound. It wasn't really troubled at all. In terms of his attacking play, very good with the ball. Threaded some lovely through balls. The first goal came from him. He started the move, gave the pass to Nunes. Nunes laid it off to Salah, and Salah hit it in the bottom corner. So very influential in the first half. Yeah, all-round game, very, very good. So great to see from Trent Alexander-Arnold. So I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 as well. Endo got his start, which is, I think overdue. I think he deserved to start a Premier League game due to his good form, especially in the Europa League. However, this game, I'll be honest with you, I don't think we saw the best of Endo. I think he was, in terms of on the ball, he was all right. He was doing pretty much the neat and tidy stuff that you expect from Endo. But for me, he wasn't disruptive enough in terms of being a destroyer. I don't remember him making many tackles, or if he was trying to make any tackles, he didn't get the ball. And that's a concern when you're a destroyer. You're supposed to break up play. He really didn't do that. The only thing that he presented in my eyes was that he showed a good energy level in the middle of the park where he was chasing around a lot of players. So probably rushed Brentford to make the quicker passes, but he didn't really intercept or block any challenges. So with that, I know we won 3-0, but I don't want to give him a very low rankings. But for me, I think it's a 6.5. Let me know if you think that's harsh. I just don't think he performed to his best in this match. And then Gakpo is definitely a surprise, including in that midfield. I know Curtis Jones wasn't available. McAllister wasn't in the squad. So maybe it was just trying to get someone on the pitch that can do a decent job. Shouts for maybe Elliott should have started, which is fair enough. I think like he's been quite positive in recent weeks. But in terms of his performance in this game, he wasn't too bad, to be fair. I know there's been games where he's played as a number 8, and I've just said, yeah, he doesn't look great. It just doesn't suit him. With this one, it was a bit of a mixed bag where I think in the first half he was quiet in terms of not being on the board that much and pretty much ghosting the lines. Second half, I saw him on the ball a lot more, trying to make things happen. Didn't do anything great, but didn't do anything bad as well. He didn't give away any the ball away, or didn't really contribute to misplaced passes or anything like that. So he had a pretty average performance, I'd say. But in terms of midfield, I think he was the better performer in midfield. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. So Bosley, everyone knows that's my guy, but he was below par in this fixture, to his standards anyway, because, he's been phenomenal since the start of the season. His form has slightly dipped in the past 10 days. So something to kind of look into. The international break might be coming at the best time for him. I also heard there's a rumor that I think Hungary's international might be postponed or cancelled altogether. So he may not actually be playing in international football next week. So if that's the case, that'd be great because then it allows him to rest and recuperate as well. So no, I think he definitely needs a bit of a break from the firing lineup. But I expect him to start against City, nevertheless. But in terms of his performance for today, wasn't his best. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Up top, Salah for me was fantastic in this game. Really, really positive from the first minute or the first half. You can say like he was very much involved. In some games, you see Salah not really being part of the build-up play, and then all of a sudden he scores 1 or 2 goals. He scored 2 goals today, yes. But in this fixture, he was involved in the build-up play. He was trying to make things happen. Passing was exquisite at times where using the outside of his foot, trying to make things happen, forming a great partnership with Nunez as well. So for me, fantastic performance from Mo Salah. He scored his 200th Premier League goal as well. I believe that's 197 goals for Liverpool, as he scored 3 goals for Chelsea. So another record broken for Mo Salah again. 2 goals on the score sheet. So yeah, for me, has to be man of the match as well. So I'm going to give Mo Salah a 9 out of 10. And then, like I said, man of the match. So go put some respect to his name and add a star to his name. So also just mentioned Van Dijk as our captain there. Nunez, for me, good performance from him today. Klopp was speaking lyrical after the match in his post-match conference, and rightly so. I've said it a few times, so I'm going to keep repeating myself just to prove a point as well. Nunez, for me, has really improved his all-round game this season. His link-up play has been fantastic. The first goal was down to his quick thinking, quick pass to Mo Salah. His hold-up play is much better. And his understanding of the game is like another level now. He's attacking channels with actual intelligence, not just running there for the sake of it. He'll drift to the channel and come back in. So his movement around the box is fantastic. He was on the left at times, on the right. So yeah, really, really positive performance. All-round game was fantastic. Unlucky not to be on the score sheet. The overhead kick was a pretty nice goal. Marginally offside, which is annoying. And then for the second one, he was offside by quite a bit there. So no, positive performance from him, really, really good. And yeah, there's a reason why he's playing week in, week out, because he's at a level where he's showing great form. And for us Liverpool fans, long may it continue. So for this game, I'm going to give him a 8.5 out of 10. Now, Jota scored that fantastic goal, the third goal of the game, cuts in, shoots, great finish from him. But in terms of his overall game, I don't think he was at his best. I feel like he was quite wasteful with his dribbles. You know, he'd make a run on the left-hand side and the ball just goes out for throw-in or goal kick. Passing wasn't as accurate as it normally is. So I had a more of a mixed kind of game, but he did press. He did try to make things happen in the final third. And he scored a great goal. So with that said, I'll give him a decent ranking, and I'm going to give him a 7.5 as well. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Is my ranking fair in terms of the players? Have I been harsh? Maybe I've been harsh with Endo, or maybe Salah should get a 10 out of 10. You guys let me know. Drop a comment and see what you guys have to say. In terms of the subs, let's add some. I don't think any of them had much impact, to be fair. I think the earliest substitution we made was Elian Diaz, and that was around the 84th minute. And the game concluded around the 96 minutes, so they must have played for about 12 minutes. So I'll add them in just for argument's sake, in terms of at least mentioning that they were part of this game. So we had Elliot coming on for Gakpo, and then you've got Diaz coming up for Jota. Kwanzaa playing at right back for coming off for Trent. And then you've got McConnell. I don't know if he's in this, but let me have a look. McConnell. No, unfortunately, he's not there. So for McConnell, unfortunately, I can't add his ranking. So we'll just have to leave Sabozza in there for now. We can speak. McConnell literally came on, I think, like 91st minutes. Only literally played a few minutes. So more or less a brief cameo from him. I don't think he got a touch of the ball. So can't really elaborate in terms of his performance there. In terms of Elliott, came on, did a decent job, had a couple shots towards goal. But yeah, showed a bit of energy. Didn't really have as much of an impact as he has in previous games. But at that stage, you know, we're 3-0 up. We're not really going for a charge to score a lot of goals. We're pretty much managing the game to our speed. So there was no need to intensify the game as such. So he was just pretty much keeping everything neat and tidy and keeping the ball rolling. So with that said, I think I'll just give him an average score and I'll be 6 out of 10. Same for Diaz. I can't really remember his involvement that much. So I'll just give him a 6 as well. And Kwanzaa made a couple of touches. That's all I can remember from him. So I'll give him a 6 as well. So yeah, so that's my ranking for today. And as there's no callers, that will wrap up our show for tonight. So thank you to everyone for tuning in. Just got a comment here from Silent Football Show saying big up Ozzie. Big up to yourself, Emma. Thank you for your comment. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Next show will be tomorrow as I do the match week 12 review, including the crazy game that took place between City and Chelsea. Also, as it's international week now, I'll be doing more FC24 shows. So starting from this Wednesday, as I continue my Liverpool career mode journey. So make sure to hit that notification bell and you'll be sent a reminder on when I go live during this week and possibly next week as well. Follow me on social at AussieFTP on Twitter or Aussie.ftp on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok for all the latest updates. And feel free to engage with me as I'll be posting more short videos in the coming weeks. So until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.